Hi guys, welcome back to Origami Twist. Today's video is an adorable heart wreath, which is super simple to put together and quite effective for how simple it actually is. All right, let's get started. To make your wreath, you're going to need one A4 or 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. If you've got a 12-inch or 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, you may want to make it a little bit smaller, something like 8 by 12 will work just fine. You'll also need a paper trimmer or scissors, a ruler, and a pencil. Now if you want to glue your wreath together, which is what I've done here, so you can see no staples on this one, you'll need some sort of glue. Just Elmer's school glue will work fine. Whatever you've got, tacky glue would work well as well. Some way to apply the glue, either a finger or a Q-tip, paper clips, or some way to hold the paper together while it's drying, and a place to put the glue, either a tile or just a piece of scrap paper is fine. Now if you don't want to glue it and you want this to be super fast, you can use a stapler. Just keep in mind that it will show the staples. So if you don't mind that, then a stapler is just fine for this project. Okay, first things first, you want to cut your paper into 1-inch strips the short way. So rather than cutting them this way, so they're really long, you want them to be on the short side, so roughly 8 inches wide. And then when you cut the strips, you want them to be 1 inch. And by the magic of TV, or should I say video, we have 11 strips of 1 inch wide by roughly 8-inch paper. And of course, A4 paper is going to be slightly different than that, but pretty close. So if you're using A4, you're going to have a little bit of extra. If you're using 8.5 by 11, you will have exactly 11 strips. Okay, now we're going to fold them all in half. And once again, there we go. Oh, and keep in mind, if you're using 12 by 12 paper, you'll have 12 of them instead of 11. Close enough. It will work just fine. Now, what I'll do is first show you how to make the heart using a stapler, because that's a lot more straightforward. So hold your paper like a V, and then hold your next paper upside down like a little mountain. And then line your paper up here at the bottom of the V, so the mountain is right next to it. You're then going to, while holding this down, bring this around and twirl the other one around so that it makes a heart shape, like this. Now you're going to pinch it together and sort of move that to the side so that you can get the stapler in there, and then staple it about 1/2 centimeter or 1/4 of an inch away from the bottom. Okay? If you're using a stapler, again, you want to do that same thing. Have the mountain line up with the bottom of the heart, bring it around, and line it up on the other side, hold it together, and again, making sure it's nice and neatly lined up, staple 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch inside, and you can see how the hearts from the wreath are starting to form. Okay? Now, if you don't have a stapler and you're using some sort of glue, you're going to, it's a little bit more time consuming, but again, you don't see the staples, so it's totally up to you. It all depends on what sort of look you want. So I'm putting a little bit of glue on my tile here. Like I said, you can use scrap paper if you want. I've got a Q-tip, and then I'm going to open my little container of clips, and if you've got paper clips, that will work just as well. So we're going to apply a little bit of glue inside the heart there, and then hold it together. We're then going to take the next mountain-shaped piece of paper and If you're right-handed, on the outside of your mountain, you're going to apply a little bit of glue just down the bottom here. If you're left-handed, you just do it on the other side and glue the other side. Essentially, we're just gluing the top part of where the heart's going to be. And line them up and hold it together. Now, I've found when I was doing the example that putting a couple of clips on there just to hold it while you're applying the next bit of glue allows it to start setting while you're working. Now, you know that you're going to be wrapping it up around to come here, which means that we need to put a little bit of glue on the other side. So I've been sort of doing one of these, wrapping it up around, put a little bit of glue on the end. Not too much, you don't want it to come out the sides because otherwise you'll end up gluing it to your clips. And then wrap it around, line it up, and this part is absolutely key to the whole process. You want to put a clip right on the edge of it and then about 1 to 2 centimeters up or 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch up the tab there. And what that'll do is just let it bend into place in a really good place to make it look like a heart. If you only put one clip on there, down at the bottom, you will end up with something that doesn't look like a heart, and it may bend out of place. All right, there you go. So, same kind of thing. In the middle, close it together. A little bit of glue. Clip a little bit more glue. Bend it around. Clip it in place. Clip it a little bit higher to keep the shape in place. Clip it a little higher and okay, here you go. So you've attached them all together. If you have done the gluing process, just pop off all those paper clips or little clothespins. There we go. And they're all attached. Oh wait, except for this beginning bit. Well, you've got 2 options in this case. If you're doing a bunch of garlands, which would look amazing as a backdrop at a wedding, by the way, it looks so good. If you're doing that, you just pinch the bottom together and either glue or staple. We'll use a staple here for ease of process. Staple the bottom so that it's a similar shape to the rest of the hearts. And if you're not going to be making a garland and you want to turn it into a wreath, then all you have to do is pretend like this is one of the pieces of your garland or your wreath. Make it into that heart shape. Put the bottom of the last heart into it, just like that. And then either glue or staple, there we go, into place, and there you go, one heart-shaped wreath. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you decorate yours up and create one for Valentine's Day to decorate your space. And yeah, happy crafting, guys. And I'll be back on Friday with another video, probably something in the beginner category. So if you're new to crafting and you want some tips and tricks on paper crafting stuff, come on back on Friday. Please like the video if you enjoy videos like this, and obviously subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And we'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.